visitors, distinguished guests. As some of you probably already know, I run my own business. I have a technology company named Crest. I provide technical service, tech support for businesses and residential clients. Sometimes you get clients who sometimes feel like they know more about your job than you do. I'm sure you can agree with that. So the funny thing is, most times you get clients who see you do your work and they're so excited because so much is happening so fast that they don't understand that they make it seem like there's no way possible that a human can know this kind of stuff. So I had this question I was asking me when I got called on a service call. A woman called and said, hey, I was working with another tech before, and they were saying that when he pinged google.com and he typed in the IP address into a web browser, I was able to get there. But through the name, I couldn't get there. So right after that from the phone, I already knew what the problem was. The problem was their domain name service. Well, what the domain name service means is a shorthand way of saying it is the communication between a human, that a human understands, and a computer understands. Well, a computer knows it as 8.8.8.8. That's an address. But a human, like us, we know it as google.com. That's a whole lot easier to understand and remember than 8.8.8.8. So I get to her house and I fix the issue in under 5 minutes. Easy, super easy. And she sees me do my work and she looks at me when I'm done. And I said, all right, ma'am, that's it. This is your first service call, so it's free, it's on the house. Your next one would be for a certain amount. She says, wow, you're so good at this. And she asked the question that made me so excited because every time a nerd gets an opportunity to be a nerd, it's great every single time. She says, how does the internet work? Oh, Jesus Christ. And I looked at her. I was so excited because, again, every time a nerd gets an opportunity, because there's a lot that we know in a very short field, so that no one else cares about. So when we get the opportunity to finally explain it to someone who really does care, it's like, oh man, this is about to be good, yes. So I said, okay, are there any markers here? Absolutely, thank you, sir. That's what you get paid big bucks. Let's say, for example, this is a house. This house represents a node on a network. I know those are big terms, but let's just think of a house as this is a home inside of a neighborhood, right? 99% of our homes that we live in, especially in this room, are all a part of a neighborhood, a bigger neighborhood. So this is one home. These are homes, plural. So now this becomes a network. Any amount of devices, more than just one device, is a network now. Now there are some times where just one node or one end device can be a network on its own, but 99% of the times it's a group of nodes or a group of homes that could be a network. So let's just say this is, I don't know, let's say Miami. Draw some more homes over here. Please excuse my homes. This is Fort Lauderdale. Now this is another network. So in short, what the internet basically is a big group of networks that are all joined together. And we can reach each other. Is it true that you can drive from Miami to Fort Lauderdale? Mm-hmm. Can you go from Fort Lauderdale back to Miami? Mm-hmm. Well, of course, as we already know, there are routes to get there. those routes that we use are called streets. But in the computer world, they're routes. Got the main highway here, we can use 95, right? But then there's always a backup route that you can use. Let's just say 75 is down here. People who live here, we know we don't take that route to get there. That's much easier. So, thank you. The internet is a vast group of networks all conjoined together. So when you type in www.microsoft.com, you're actually accessing servers in Redmond, Washington. That's far. That's a long way away. And you're here in Miami, or Fort Lauderdale, or Miramar right now. Well, the way you get there, in layman's terms, is your device, your node that you're accessing the internet from, says, hey, MapQuest, how do I get there? And it has streets and routers and switches that it goes through, and it gets all the way there. But in layman's terms, we use roads and highways and interstates to get to another network somewhere else. So I explained all this to her, and once I finished up my presentation to her, she said, wow, you made that so simple, that's amazing. I said, yeah, I got it all off Google. And she laughed, and I laughed, and I said, well, yeah, you know, it's pretty simple. She said, wow, so how does Google work? I said, that's another presentation. Toastmasters.